In this video, I'm going to show how to assemble the 8x7 Charlieplex shields case. In the end, it will look something like this. This is my clear demo that I take to conferences, where the shield goes in here, or is set in here, and the Arduino plugs in here. In the kit, you get 7 sticks, 3 are short, 4 are long, an offset, and the outside components of the case. So the first thing you want to do is you glue together the offset. So we do that by just placing a little bit of glue there, and then sticking this in. And then we can set that aside and wait for it to dry. The next thing is we set these sticks aside, and we set the back aside, and we line up all the components like this. So these 2 pieces are identical, and these 2 pieces are similar, as in these basically are the same piece, except this one has a hole cut out so that you can power the Arduino. So we set them up like this, with the hole sticking out, and then we just take our glue and we draw a line across all the teeth. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And since wood glue dries clear, you also don't have to be worried about putting too much glue and having it show, for example. So then, once we have the teeth glued, we just flip them up. And then I take a rubber band and I put it around the edge. And that holds it in place. And so we got a little bit of glue on the table, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. So then the next thing is we have to work with these sticks. And these are used so that the shield lies flat on the front of this piece, or of this case. So the 3 long ones, or the 3 short ones, go in this direction. 2 on the bottom and 1 on the top. And the long ones, there's 2 on each side. So because we have glue already that's sticking out, we can just place them here and that glue will hold them in place. So I usually set the long ones in first. And then I set the short ones in. Okay, and now that we've used up all the glue that was already on there, we need to add a little bit of glue to each one of these as we place it in. So we'll start with the long ones again. Okay, and then, because there's no glue on these sides, but there's a lot of glue in the front, we don't have to worry about it falling apart, and we can place this piece on here and not worry about it getting glued in place. And that way we know that it'll be a good fit once all the glue is dried. Because if you had too much pressure or they're a little bit off in angles, then sometimes it can be hard to get this to fit. So then we just have to wait for the glue to dry. Once the glue is dried on the 8x7 Charlieplex shield case, and you've assembled the 8x7 Charlieplex shield, you need to solder on the pin headers of the Arduino. For this case, with this USB, I solder them on here, and that is the side with the digital pins 2 through 12 on it. And then you plug this in so that digital pin 2 is plugged in to, so this is digital pin 2, so it's plugged into the most left side pin. And these two are almost flush. And then we take that and we set it in here. The USB should point out here. Then we set this in with the flat side up. We set this on top. And we have the finished Charlieplex shield case and device.